because as a younger generation and the current generation, we are daily bombarded with so much stimulation that it really needs to be immersive in order to catch our attention. And that is also how I bought my couch. So it was great. All right, up next, everyone, we have a very, very interesting panel. Now, I have a general question for all of you. Who here started out their career in marketing? Like from day one? From day one, you started out your career in marketing, right?
Yes.
All right, who here sort of just fell into marketing? I like that it's actually more people that sort of transitioned into marketing rather than started out with their career. And that's what's so beautiful about marketing, it's agile. So in the spirit of that, let's dive into the dynamic world of embracing agility in marketing. How marketers thrive in a constantly shifting go-to-market environment. And what innovative strategies ensure success amidst uncertainty. Everyone, please welcome on stage the moderator, Mr. Harish Patel, CEO and founder at BTB Venture Group. Joined by Maliha Farouk, the Secretary General of the American Business Council of Pakistan. Ms. Daria Kasharina, the co-founder and CMO of 8B.World. Ms. Anna Suvurova, the Business Agility Consultant and Corporate Trainer at Ernest International Business Solutions. And last but certainly not least, Mr. Ahmed Khan, the Head of Marketing and Strategy Advisor at Next Generation Corporate Services. What a phenomenal panel we have. Grab onto your seats and enjoy, everybody.
Just a small correction, it's Harshal Patil.
Harshal Patil?
Okay, so good morning, ladies and gentlemen. In Dubai, I'm glad that you are sharp here at 11 a.m. for the panel. So let me just start with a very quick question. So how many of you know or have handled the go-to-market strategies within your organization? You can raise the hand. Okay, great. How many of you know the RevOps, revenue operations? Wonderful. So this topic is going to be pretty interesting because we are going to discuss about how to get the agility into architecting the go-to-market strategy, and that too dynamically. It's actually like changing your punctured tires while driving a car. You might meet with an accident, but it could be heroic as well. If you're able to do that, you will be able to scale quite rapidly. So we have great panelists with us today. Maybe we'll just start off with a quick introduction and then we'll set off for the further.
Hi, good morning everyone. A lot of people look a bit dull down. Can we have a cheers, smile, laughing? Start of the day. I mean, we started for quite long and I think we've lost our touch with education. Anyway, so my name is Ahmed. I represent a company called Next Generation Corporate Services. I've been in this industry, into corporate services and consulting, where we do go-to-market strategies for people entering into the UAE market when they want to set up a business. And I've been associated with marketing for the last 7-8 years and mostly into B2B marketing, where I've worked with agencies, I've worked with corporates, I've helped local brands grow and helped some of them get funding as well. So that's my little introduction. I pass it on to Anna if you have better introduction.
By the way, with Ahmed, we met in some business event in Dubai and also already each other for last 2 years. Yeah. My name is Anna. I'm a business agility consultant. And I support for last 5 years, I support companies during the agile transformation. I'm working with teams beyond IT. I don't have IT background, but by the way, I worked, I think, most of my life in IT industry. Yeah, that's why for me this topic is very interesting, and I hope our panel discussion will be not about blah blah blah. This was nice comment from the previous one, and I hope you will smile, yeah, during our panel discussion. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Daria. I've met quite a few of you today, and we found good synergies together. It's great to be here, and it's great to network, and I encourage everyone to take this opportunity. I'm the head of various marketing strategies for various projects and companies, but my true baby now began when I met my partner, who is a true visionary leader in the real-time payments. So what we do, imagine if any of you would come today and pay for the hotel, taxi, any other experiences through your preferred payment method in your country. If you are from India, you would pay through PhonePe or Paytm. If you are from Spain, you would pay by Bizum, and so on. So what we try to do is to bring the local payment method on the cross-border rails and allow it on a cross-border international level. And the company name was actually born when the 8 billion person was born, so that's why it's 8B World. We want financial inclusion for everyone around the globe.
Hello everyone, my name is Malia. My reputation actually precedes me because I have been associated with the Marketing 2.0 conference, so I know most of you here. But for those who are new, I'm a marketer. I've been a marketer for the last 16 years. I've worked with all sorts of organizations, legacy and startups. I've helped them develop their marketing strategies, their go-to-market strategies as well. I'm a certified director. I'm an Amazon featured writer. I've recently written a book on digital marketing and the next steps. So do have a look at that. And I'm very, very happy to have this discussion with all of you today. I would also like you to smile a little bit and give me a cheer, because I feel that we desperately need that kind of energy. So thank you. Thanks for the thumbs up. Thank you.
So thank you so much, guys. I am the only one who will talk a little technical here. So when it comes to defining the go-to-market strategy, there are 3 parameters which are playing very crucial role. One is getting the agility. Second one is the speed to market, and third one is a huge dynamism. So Malia, you have been working around go-to-market strategies for a long time. So for the audience, if you could just define agility in the context of marketing, and why it is crucial actually to adjust it dynamically.
So before I start answering that question, and I'm going to not keep it very technical, agility and marketing agility are not 2 different things. They're probably different sides of the same coin, because when you talk about agility, you talk about an organization's ability to react to either consumer behavior changes, market changes, internal competition, or things like that. When you talk about marketing agility, it's the same thing, but it's in the context of marketing, how agile and how proactive your marketing function is to A, understand those challenges, and secondly, to adapt to them. The second part that I want to actually mention is that not everything requires agility. So we have to draw a line on what to respond to and how to respond to, because some things they just pass by, especially in a business life cycle. So you have to understand that. Why is it necessary? We know that there have been market changes, right? So responding to those market changes require you to be agile. For instance, we all saw what COVID-19 did to us, right? So when you look at restaurants, especially when they just did away with their dine-in sections and looked at takeaways and deliveries. Also loungewear, Marks and Spencer started their own comfortable loungewear for people who are working extended hours at home. Then secondly, it is very important to keep up with competitors as well. And here I'd like to mention 2 very great brands, Coca-Cola and Pepsi. If you all remember the Coca-Cola campaign, Share a Coke, with those personalized bottles with their names, that was a reaction, and that was a part of an agile marketing strategy, because earlier on that year, Pepsi took out some very successful personalized campaign as well. So this was a way of sort of trying getting on the bandwagon. The second thing is that agile marketing is very important when you want to seize opportunities and when you want to maximize them. But you all remember the 2013 Super Bowl when there was a power blackout? How many of you remember it? You do? Do you remember what Oreo did? What they did was that they came up with a campaign, power out, don't worry, you can dunk in the dark. Excellent example of trying to seize an opportunity and maximizing it. Then, the second part of it is when you want customer engagement. As marketeers, what we want to do now is that we want to have the highest ROI in terms of engagement, right? Agile marketing helps you get that. I'll give you an example of Airbnb. When it started, and the reason why it picked up was because they were really coordinating with the customer in terms of answering their queries, their feedback in real time, and that led to customer engagement. So to answer this question in a nutshell, why is it important? It is very important to stay ahead, but then you also have to understand that jumping on a bandwagon just to have that label of being an agile business is not enough. Like the panel before me mentioned, it has to be purpose driven, and you have to understand why you're doing it and will it even yield the results.
Absolutely. So I think, as you rightly said, I would like to add something that it cannot be only done with the help of GenAI generated reports or with the secondary research reports. Actually, we really need to hit the ground and analyze that what is exactly our go-to-market strategy. So speaking about consumers, Dalia, you have been building a fintech product, and Web3 is actually influencing a lot of consumer behavior. So if we talk about that, what are the specific outcomes, and from a go-to-market strategy, what are the outcomes that you have generally seen? If you could help us, please.
So adding up to what Marika just mentioned, let's look at the Temu case. Have any of you tried shopping on the new Temu Raising Star app? It's like Amazon, but it's a new platform, and it's been very popular and just out of a sudden. No? Yes? So you've seen how great it is in terms of agile experience. It's like their slogan is shop as a billionaire, but then at the end of the day, it's not about billionaire, but it's about normal Amazon platform shopping or any other marketplaces. But it does create urgency. It gives you an effect that you're in a game or in a casino experience, so you have to urgently go and shop and buy something, otherwise it will disappear. And that's experience that I see also on other marketplaces in CIS. And then they give you a lot of coupons, they rush you, and they make it feel as it is a game. And that's exactly about like customer engagement into your product and being straightforward, creating a gaming effect, and give you value at the end. Because if it doesn't create value at the end when you buy the goods, then you will be disappointed and you will go back to the traditional marketplaces. So agility is fantastic for hooking up the customers. It's fantastic into the momentum experience, but in long term, you need to look at it from different angles as well.
Yes, absolutely. And I think to maintain, this agility, you actually need to have a very strong collaboration, which is actually a revenue operations, where there is no perennial disconnection between sales, marketing, and customer success, we talk about. So, Anna, my question to you is how, this collaboration across multiple departments is quite essential. And what are some of the tactics that you have chosen in order to approach this, cohesive go-to-market strategies? If you could just elaborate that with you.
I just want to make sure to check up, guys, do you understand what does it mean to be agile? Because our panel discussion about this, and we use this word much often, but do you understand? Can you raise your hand who really understand what this means? Yeah, this was my question first. Because when we talk about agility, yeah, it's like it sounds really great, but in practice, what to do? And for me, because I'm working with people behavior all my life, it's my desire. We need to change the system to create a new people behavior inside. That's why usually what I see, it's a huge conflict between marketing and sales. Who has the same in their company? Raise your hand.
All of us.
Yeah, because always what the sales telling, oh, they gave us not correct leads, yeah, we can't work with them. Marketing tell us, oh no, we provided for you really great leads, you just didn't make calls. Yeah, done. That's why when we speak about agility, for me, the most important thing is collaboration. When we are working together, that's why it's very traditional things to have a common goal. Forget about your KPIs. Yes, because KPIs create really huge conflict between your departments. That's why usually with all companies with whom I'm working, we start from the top. We change leadership behavior. Our leader starts to work with sprints, 1 week, common goals, because you can't imagine when I facilitated a session with a French insurance company. It was 2 days quarter planning, and for second day, 5 top managers who took part in this session. 2 of them, they just stopped any communication with each other. CEO called me to his room and he said, Anna, I don't know what you did, but all my top managers, they said they don't want to work with each other. And other 25 team leaders were in the room. They were working on this session. And he said, I don't know what to do. We need to stop all the procedure. I said, okay, guys, I think you're not kids. Yeah, let's discuss. 1 hour we spent for mediating their conflict. And after that, they came back to session. They joined other 25 people who work hard during this time. And this is the most important topic, because we can bring all technologies. We can talk about AI, digital transformation. We're talking, I think, last 5 or 10 years more we already. But all about people. If you will not create a system with the trust, with their communication, collaboration between your teams, you will do nothing. This is my approach.
Emma, just a controversial one to you. So, if not KPI, then what? And you have been involved in crafting the actual go-to-market strategy. So, what has been your experience so far? How you maintain the agility? If you could just.
So, I'll give you the best example that we can think of right now in today's world. And it's something that we all love. It's a place we all love. And we call it home, you guys call it Dubai. So for us, agility, marketing, it's about leadership and a well thought vision that we have seen in this country laid out. So you think of Dubai as a place to just visit. That was a couple of years ago. Okay, people want to visit, visit Dubai. What do they want? Okay, they need beaches. They give us clean beaches. You need a shopping, a shopping destination. They give you the biggest shopping mall ever. They give you the tallest building. It's too hot. They give you an ice rink in the middle of the desert. Then people wanted more. They wanted this is the place we want to live. They built you communities all across there. They're making the weather tolerable. That is agility through leadership. And that's what we define in our go-to-market strategy. When you're entering this market, you need to enter as a user. You need to show that you have that substance to bring in what you're bringing as a company. And when it comes to marketing, marketing is the second process after go-to-market. So once you've entered, you need to make people known. And so probably by the time we start a go-to-market study, say it takes 4 weeks, and the time when a business is being launched or a product is being launched, the trend has changed. We have a new hashtag, we have a new filtered. We have a new situation. Like, I mean, imagine we have a conflict going on in the Middle East that's changed the consumer sentiment, all along. So agility is where you can take decisions on the spot and be ready for that change, and you have those resources in place, and you prepare to deploy those resources to make that impact. So that is my take on it, and I take Dubai. We take Dubai as an example, and we take pride in it, which is why we're able to offer our services for setting up your businesses and moving and expanding your businesses in Dubai with sheer confidence. So
To live in Dubai, you need to be HR.
yes. So, with this particular context, Malia, so Anna mentioned that for the collaboration to establish a revenue operations framework, KPI is something that can be diluted. But having said that, from your expertise of working around marketing, do you specifically track any KPIs for your campaigns, or in terms of incubating them quite quickly, quite rapidly, as Ahmed mentioned? What are some of the tactics?
So absolutely, I completely agree with Ahmed and Anna. KPIs, I'm not really diluted because I spend half the time trying to track them. But when you talk about agile marketing, the usual KPIs don't work. And I'll tell you why. Because usually what we track are a wide range. And if you Google, and I challenge you all right now, if you just Google and write KPIs for agile marketing, it'll give you a list of KPIs. One size does not fit all, that's for sure. So what I've done, I've divided into certain categories. Speed and efficiency. I've also divided into customer satisfaction, net promoter scores, and also the fact that at the end of it, we are all marketeers because we want some return on our investment, right? So when I talk about, speed and efficiency, the kind of KPIs that I usually track are the real-time KPIs. For instance, how long does it actually take for an idea to get executed? Do you do A/B testing? This is something that I definitely look at. At the same time, how important is the fact that, like Anna mentioned, collaboration, because we are very, as marketing people, codependent on a lot of other functions as well, right? So we can churn out a very nice marketing campaign that gives us a KPI, but can that actually be delivered by the other sales team as well? The other then definitely are iterative KPIs. Like for instance, I think that Netflix and Amazon does this. They do their sprint reviews. They also do their backlog health check. And then marketing, KPIs. What is your return on ad spend? What is your return on investment? And also something that I feel that is very, very underestimated is the customer lifetime value. Because we are relationship builders, right? We don't just do a sale or don't do a campaign for a one-time engagement, one-time virality. We want to have a lasting relationship. So what I definitely look at is the cost per acquisition. And I also look at the customer lifetime value. And mind you, sometimes those figures are not very favorable. But that is the beauty of agile marketing, is when you track these KPIs in real time. You make those fixes and you try and make it work. Yes, sometimes things don't work out, but you have to understand what your business stands for and how in the long term those KPIs can actually measure. And just to add something, I also feel that we really overcomplicate the topic of KPIs, and we sort of get very fixated at setting them and then tracking them, which is absolutely okay. I have nothing against them. But what I do also understand is that those KPIs have to be real time, especially in terms of agile marketing. And secondly, it has to be an action. It cannot be a reaction. For instance, if my competitor is doing something, half of the time I need to proactively understand what they are going to do. That is part of a comp scan as well. And the third thing that businesses do not do in terms of KPIs is that they do not celebrate their milestones and small successes. they are also very, very important because it gives you a vision into what you've actually achieved and where you have to go. So that is what I want to tell everyone, that KPI tracking is great, but I think we as marketers need to change our focus on how we set them, how we target them, and how we celebrate them.
In alignment with what Maliha just mentioned, there are some of the prominent tech use cases which are coming up. There is world's leading bank who have developed a predictive analytics solution so that the credit card frauds can be reduced. And using that solution, they are defining in a dynamic way that who are their potential users. So as Daria, you are in the fintech space, how technology development is actually supporting this entire go-to-market strategy. So do you have any use cases of it? Can you explain?
Yes, because of the nature of AP Road, I have to see lots and lots of different UXs, the payment UXs. And so I see them for the past 18 months or even longer, and I could see how they start to be implemented and how they are executed, and how the best practices from one country to another merge. And it's very simple. So for instance, the QR payment before, you would have to copy your deep link and to put it into your bank account. And here you will lose your user. But once you are redirected with the technology help, you will not lose him and it will not be abandoned. The former payment solution would be you will have to press like 5 to 8 buttons to get to the payment, to the final step. And now you could have your payment done with 3 or 4 steps, so even like 2 clicks, and it will still be open banking or the digital wallet and not the credit card, which is cheaper and so on. So the user experience, it does influence a lot the final result, final aim of it. Otherwise, you don't really need this agility. And what I would also mention to the KPI topic and to agility marketing is that I completely agree with my colleagues today that a lot of time you don't need to look into numbers, but you really need to look on like how the user experience is driven. You just try it yourself, even though I'm not a big fan of saying that it was not comfortable for me, so it's not comfortable for another like millions of people. But you need to try it yourself. You need to feel the user experience, then you can give the best marketing out of it. And also, if you've done the marketing campaign, you could see great numbers. Let's imagine a post on LinkedIn with like 500 impressions. But going into this post, seeing the comments, see who commented, would give you a much better overview and much better results. And this is your KPI, not just the 500 impressions. And that's how you tackle it. And also, it's interesting enough, we were speaking this morning with my colleague, and we mentioned that the marketing job, at the end of the day, it's not even to give great like SEO optimization or big marketing campaigns. If it doesn't work, you just stop, you go and your research, you go into news, you find your customers, you speak with them again, you adapt your storytelling, and you just go back to the ground and you forget about all the technology and those tools you have in mind, even though some of us are very successful into it.
I just want to add something to what Daria said. This is absolutely the way it's supposed to be, because sometimes as marketers we get into a comfort zone and we feel that whatever we are doing is going to yield results. We should not shy away from the fact that sometimes things do not work out the way we've planned, and that is part of this discussion right now, right? Being agile and being open and having that mindset to understanding how you can tweak things, and sometimes when they don't go as per plan, probably even shelve them and then go back to the mood board and start all over again. Because at the end of the day, I cannot overemphasize on the fact that it is only customer relationships that we are working for, and lasting customer relationships. And if a user experience is